Go for it.
How come you didn't rub it? Because I thought you don't want the hot iron to touch directly on the P-Tech, so why didn't you rub it on?
Yeah. No, that's fine. Because I put a lot of drips on here.
Okay.
And I don't really worry about that too much. The fact of the matter is, I'm using a digital iron. I know what that setting is. I put enough on there, so it's not touching directly. If I were doing it overly sparingly, there would be an issue. Mm-hmm. But I like to really get a good healthy layer on the ski. So what you want to have, doesn't matter what brand iron you're using, but what is important is that it's a digital, and you know that it's reliable, and you don't want to, that was a really good question, you don't want to overheat the base. You can damage that ski base. So if you're so sparing with the wax, you know, there's nothing, you know, there's nothing in there between the base and that. So to your point, you want to avoid burning that ski base. And then while it's still warm, I always just go through and hit the grooves real quick. Just comes out a lot easier and quicker. As you get into the colder waxes, as they set up, sometimes it's difficult to scrape that. So it's just easier to do while it's still warm.
Are you also going to show how to put a fluorescent?
Wasn't going to powder, but we can do that at the very end. That's usually we could do that. Most people are not there, but we can do that. It's no problem.
Whose skis you got there, Drew?
These are mine. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be using them tomorrow. If you've got different brands, that's fine. And again, if you're making fast skis with your system, that's awesome. Keep doing it. My experience, this is just what works for me. It's not the only way to do things. But if you're taking notes and you're looking to get the right tools for tuning, this medium bronze is, you guys can come up and take a look at these if you don't know what they are. This is my workhorse of brushes. I use it all the time. I don't you're going to see me because we're going to scrape these skis, but I don't over scrape skis. This is the workhorse. This does a lot of the wax removal off that ski. So this is a must-have. We make it in smaller rectangular sizes as well. So if you're traveling, if you're a master skier and you've got a little travel kit, or you're going to races with your kids, you don't need to have these big brushes. You can get a much smaller rectangular brush with the same bristles. One advantage that I like is I spend a lot of time outside, and if it's a cold day, it's nice because I can adjust this for working on athlete skis with a glove, whereas the small rectangular one, you do have to hold onto it. It's also got a little bit bigger running surface, so it tends to stay really flat on the ski. The next brush is it's just a black nylon, a medium black nylon brush. I go like 5 strokes with the bronze, 5 with this, and then the last one is a fine nylon, and I'll just finish off with this. And these are my wax only brushes, so not my floral brushes. So this is just what I'm doing with the CH, HF, and LF wax. Any questions so far? Kind of throwing a lot at you. It's all making sense for the most part? Yeah? Yeah. what you want to avoid doing is you want to have really good lighting, and then just work the ski in small sections with even pressure. If you go too far past your reach, you're going to do two things. You're going to have uneven pressure distribution on the ski, so you're going to get inconsistency in your tuning, and then you're going to ruin the brush. The bristles are going to flatten at the back end of the brush. So just work this small section, and it's really good to have awesome lighting like we have in here so you can see what you've got. And if you see something that that you missed, it's okay to go back and just hit that one spot.
You're looking for it to not have any high spots of wax, basically.
Yeah, I mean this is. Why don't you guys come on up and take a look if you're unfamiliar with doing this. That was just two passes with a plexiglass scraper, and then I just went with that first brush, and it's pretty dialed in right now.
And you always do the fiber one?
I do, because what happens, it just keeps more product out of my next brush. So what it essentially does, just keeps things a lot cleaner. It is, yeah. Yeah, I bet you will.